Hello, this is Solomon again, and welcome to another segment. Let's begin. The first Samuel 25, verse 42. So Abigail rose in haste and rode on a donkey, attended by 5 of her maidens, and she followed the messengers of David and became his wife. David also took Ahinoam of Jezreel, and so both of them were his wives. But Saul had given Michal, his daughter, David's wife, to Paltiel, the son of Laish, who was from Gilead. David had 3 wives by this time. It's funny. Did David and Michal's marriage get consummated? And if it did, Michal didn't bear him children while he was still in Saul's house. Interesting. She was never meant to carry on the lineage of Saul, or to unite the house of Saul and the house of David. Because their child would have united both the house of Saul and the house of David, and the pact that Jonathan and David made would now be fulfilled through this child forever, because as long as this child was alive, both the David house and the Jonathan house would be taken care of through this one child. But God didn't want it that way, because it never happens. And we're going to find out that she's never going to have no children. But now David has another 2 wives. So this is his 3rd wife. Second wife, Abigail. 3rd wife, Ahinoam, like Saul's wife. Did he marry her because he had Saul's wife's name? I don't know. I don't know. David, finish here. But anyway, leave David alone. I don't know what was going through his head. He's just like, oh, these pretty women. I don't want to sin against God, so I'm going to marry them all. This is what God meant when he speaks to David through Nathan the prophet about Uriah. If he had asked for Bathsheba, God would have killed Uriah, maybe with like a disease, with a heart attack, like he did with Nabal. Because God said, I would have given you any woman that you've ever wanted. I would have given it to you, as long as you didn't take it out of your hand. Where was Abigail with Uriah and Bathsheba? Abigail was probably older. She wasn't in David's counsel often. David was always looking for the next young thing, because David was a warrior. It's tough to be a warrior, man. But in the modern day science, it says the woman's libido increases as she ages, and a man decreases, except for men in my family. I think the older we get, the more vivaciously libidoed we become. Dude. It's scary. So the celibacy is coming on 4 years. Stand. Yeah, bro, I'm getting myself together. I'm getting to know myself. I'm getting to know the word. Dude, I'm in Samuel. I started in Genesis. Get out. Oh, bro, we've been doing this thing here, this Bible. Man, Jesus, thanks, bro. Been getting to know you in the scriptures. In the wilderness. Because the thing is, we're so impatient to get to the destination where we think we should be in our lives that we miss the journey. You know, I sometimes find myself also complaining to God. God, when am I going to get there? But then he goes, you're in today. God, when am I going to get there? But he goes, you have this. God, when am I... It's like... Let's go there, come here. Go confess that you're a complainer. And I go, yes, Jesus. I sometimes do complain a lot, Jesus. So sorry. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm just throwing myself under the bus because I don't know you. I don't know what your thoughts run like during the day. My thoughts sometimes they run to some dark places and I end up complaining to God a lot, like the children of Israel. Oh God, we had leeks and onions in Egypt. Here's just manna. Then God goes, why were they complaining? Manna must have been way better. And all of a sudden, I find myself complaining, but then God goes, yeah, you're no longer hustling and scheming and conniving yourself to get income, but I'm providing for you. And my provision comes without worry. You can sleep at night and boy, do I have some nice sleeps. Sad. And when I wake up in the morning, when I'm refreshed, because I sometimes get tired, that's why I have some nice sleeps. I get real tired. It's hard work stuff. It's not like hustling. Hustling, that's what 10 minutes, you get like money. With work, you have to physically, every day, get tired. So, when I'm in my tired stages, you know when you feel, dude, the only reason I'm still moving is because the Holy Spirit that's in me is keeping me going. It's keeping me going. And then when I'm in that mode sometimes, I find myself slipping between gratitude and complaining. But I should be grateful. God has given me a new life. He's given me a new walk. And I walk in the light. I walk in righteousness. Everything I do. Yeah, bro, even when I'm going to be a politician, I'm going to be scheming and conceiving, but I'm going to do it for the Lord. I'm going to be scheming for the homeless to have homes. I'm going to be scheming for the homeless to be fed. I'm going to be scheming for the unclothed to be clothed. I'm going to be scheming for the uneducated to get educated for free, not just nest nonsense. But like, the Arab countries, where if you're a citizen of that country, we're going to send you to varsity for free because you're going to contribute to our economy anyway. Just imagine I'm stopping a brilliant doctor from being a brilliant doctor because he doesn't have the funds to be a brilliant doctor. Then I'm taking a 20% doctor and I'm giving him because he's got the funds, and all of a sudden he's cutting people's legs off, and you got them at the traffic light standing there with crutches with no legs. Like, what is up with that in South Africa right now that there's people at the traffic lights with just like one leg, and it's like many traffic lights. In the beginning, I was just like one or two, but now it's like all the traffic lights are people with one leg and the crutches. I'm like, what's happening? Anyway. Now, the Ziphites came to Saul, and people said, is David not hiding in the hill of Hekelia, opposite Jeshimon? Then Saul arose and went down to the wilderness of Ziph, having 3,000 chosen men of Israel with him, to seek David in the wilderness of Ziph. And Saul encamped in the hill of Hekelia, which is opposite Jeshimon, by the road. But David stayed in the wilderness, and he saw that Saul came after him into the wilderness. David therefore sent out spies and understood that Saul had indeed come. David was like, oh, again, I thought they'd forgiven. I thought we'd gotten. Hey, are you saved? Are you saved? Y'all saved? Stay safe. If you don't save, get saved. Next time.